Brendan, hi. When you look at City's strength and depth, particularly up front, does that sort of indicate why you've gone for Mario?
Well, I think that, as I said, I think the market and for to get someone in of that quality and the deal for us was very good. Henry, he's a world class talent, and like you say, it's an area that we needed to strengthen. So, of course, it's a calculated risk for us, but we feel it's one that we can bring him in and as I said, hopefully improve him as a player and help him mature as a young man. So, but there's no doubt he's football talent, and as you see tonight, it's something that I think he can do very well for us.
Be about, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think in all fairness, I thought for up until they scored, we were arguably the better side. We looked a threat going forward, good possession of the ball and defend it. Tactically we were very good, but we switched off just before half time and Jovetic just finished it very well. Started the second half reasonably bright and then as I said, we give away two poor goals really. They've worked the ball well for the second one. But the third one, we've got to get tighter than that. We've got to get up to people and stop the winger turning. So, but in fairness to the players, as I said, it's still very early on the season and still looking for our fitness and to get up to the level. But they kept going, got to 3-1, and we maybe could have went to 3-2, and then Glenn going off sort of kills our momentum a little bit. And 11v10 in the last 10 minutes was difficult for us then because they got the quality and the experience to keep the ball. So, but listen. In the corresponding fixtures from last year, Southampton and Man City, we had no points. So for us, we've got 3 points. We didn't play so well in the second half tonight, but it's not going to hurt us. We just refocus and look to the weekend now.
Hi, Brendan. With the changes that you've made over the summer, do top players need time to bed in, or would you expect it to be more instant?
No, I think that it'd be reasonably quickly for us. I think that for the younger players that we've brought in, it's going to, as I said, there is a period of adaptation for them coming in. We've still got the core of our squad from last season, and as I said, the players that come in will have that opportunity to develop and adapt in. So, but of course, if you're coming from a different country, different culture, then it will take that little bit of time. But I think young Albert Moreno tonight showed flashes of his quality. He'll learn. He wasn't the finished article. When we brought him in, we knew there was certain areas that we need to work on, but that's something that our eyes are wide open to. And young Lazar Markovic coming on showed his pace and his quality. So as I said, it's very early for this squad. We've had to make changes to improve the depth, but as the season goes on, we'll become better and better.
Brendan, you said it's a calculated risk, but how concerned are you that Mario may upset the morale and spirit in the team and be a bit of a headache for yourself?
No, I don't have any concerns at all, to be honest. I think it's that culture that has allowed me to have confidence that if he comes in, that it won't be affected. There's no doubt he's someone that comes in with a reputation, but as I said, it's something that we hope that in our club that we can curb that behaviour, and we know he's a football talent, and he knows that he's very much part of a team. There's no big egos or big time Charlies in our squad. This is a group that's been successful and improved and got to the Champions League in these last couple of years because of they are a team, and he knows he needs to fit into that.
Brendan, is there when you lose a player like Suarez, is there bound to be a hangover from that? And can somebody with, I'm not likening necessarily to Suarez, but can somebody with the charisma of Balotelli help to fill that gap a little bit?
Well, I think there's excitement, Oliver, with him coming in. I think I'm certainly, as a coach, I'm really looking forward to working with him. And there's no doubt the one thing he doesn't lack is confidence. He's got that self-belief and football arrogance when he's on the field. And obviously all the big teams in and the best teams have that. So listen, Louis gone. He was a wonderful talent. He was brilliant for me for 2 years, but now we got to look on to the future, and as I said, we bring in someone like Mario, and hopefully he can come and contribute to what we're doing.
Brendan, did you ask Jose Mourinho about Mario Balotelli? Because he famously said that he was uncoachable.
Yeah, no, I didn't actually, because I think I've already spoke to too many people. You know, that you get all sorts of stories on him. So listen, I knew what we were getting. I've been very encouraged by the man himself. You know, because he's very honest. He's an honest guy. He knows his flaws and he knows his faults. And I think what he's looking for is someone to help him with it. And there's no better club. You know, Liverpool's a wonderful club. He has to fit into what we're doing here, and I think he's already sampled about, you know, how we work as a team and as a club. So, but time will tell. For us, of course, it's a risk. We're not going to sit here and say it wasn't. He's a big talent, but obviously he knows he needs to fit into our culture, and hopefully that will help him improve as a person. Well, I think that, listen, the goals were disappointed with, of course. You know, the first goal, as I said, we weren't alert in the box, really. So that was disappointing. And the second goal, they've worked it quite well. We've got dragged out a wee bit. But sometimes, listen, you have to compliment their quality. You know, the first goal and the third goal I wasn't overly happy with. There's things you look at in the second goal. But they've worked the ball well and got up the side of us, and the boys finished it with a real cool finish, Jovetic. But the first and the second goal we can be better with, no doubt. So, but as I said, you buy players, it doesn't guarantee you anything. You know, for us, it was about we needed the depth in the squad, and I've got every confidence that the players will improve. You know, the young players that'll come in, they're adapting to the league. But as I said, you can spend as much money as you want. It doesn't guarantee you anything. But I'm very confident in the work and the players that we've brought in that they're only going to get better.